It is now. Hi, Amber. You're looking lovely as ever. Marie, you're looking just as precious today as you was yesterday. Ron, nice to have you here. I'm getting pretty for the ladies. That's right. Good morning, Junkyard. Nice to have you all here. It is. It is a pleasure. Rough night. Um, I got a lot of sleep. I did get a lot of sleep. I don't know. I was sick or something yesterday, and my arthritis was killing me so bad that I hurt so bad yesterday that I went in and took a nap, got up, had dinner, ate dinner, went back in and fell asleep. And I was on and off all night long. Sleep 2 or 3 hours, get up, go to the bathroom, go back to bed, sleep 2 or 3 hours, get up and go to the bathroom. I actually slept. I probably got 10 hours of sleep, um, but I was in a lot of pain. Uh, I've actually took 4 pain pills in the last 24 hours, and I never do that. Uh, you're lucky if I take 4 pain pills in 5 days. But I don't know if you see that knuckle. My left hand's starting to get the arthritis in it, but you can see just that knuckle right here. That's where it's hurting the worst. It feels like it's somebody's trying to rip it off. But um, and it was really hurting me. I had the cold shakes and everything last night. I turned off all the fans in the bedroom and had on a blanket and was still freezing. And it's 75 degrees in the house. So, so was it buffering? No, that's okay, Jamin. I'm glad to have you here, Jamin. Uh, I think the best thing was is I sweated it. I sweated it out or whatever was making me sick yesterday. So cinnamon and copper. Look on a combo on WebMD. Okay. Um, hey, I understand, Jamin. I try to watch as many as I can. Right now, I've got two live streams, not live streams running, but I got two channels running right now. The All American Grandpa and Mother Nature is running right now. So I'm running their playlist. Um, I didn't run anything yesterday, man. Like I said yesterday, I got home and wasn't feeling good. I'm not. I'm feeling better, but I'm still not 100%. Chat is frozen. Huh. Oh, okay. Can you guys hear me? All right, there, shot girl. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. In fact, I'm cold and clammy right now. It's just, I don't know what's going on. I'm just sick for some reason. But on a brighter note, I went uh, I went thrift shopping yesterday. Uh, you guys are saying, "Wow, and what'd you get?" Hey, you know what that is? A vacuum container for a food saver. You know how much these things are? They're about, I don't know, 10, 12 bucks. 99 cents. And then there was a green tag day, so I got it for 45 cents plus tax. That was pretty cool. I have about 5 of those already, different sizes. But every time I see one like that, I will pick it up, especially if it's less than a couple of bucks. So I got one in my cupboard that I just use for storage, put stuff in it, and it's one of the big ones, about this big around, about 1.5 feet tall. So that was a pretty good price. And then I bought this. I have, this is number 4. I have 4 of these now. And I'd like to have probably 10 or 12 by the time it's all said and done. This is a smaller one. I have 2 this size and 2 bigger ones. The 2 bigger ones have coffee, or not coffee, have cookies in them. The other small one has Lifesaver candies, you know, the peppermint Lifesaver, you know, individually wrapped. In this, I'll probably put bubble gum or those sweet tarts or something in it. Got that for $1.29, and it was half off, so we got it for what, 70 cents, 65 cents. So yeah, that was the cheapest one I've ever bought. First one I bought was $5. Second one I bought was $4. The third one I bought was $2, and then that one 65 cents. The Lifesavers once in a while. I don't know, it's nostalgic. Remember when you used to go to the candy store, whatever, back in the old days, and they had all those little jars, and you just open it up and grab your candy out of it and then put it in a bag? Well, I want to get a bunch of them on my counter, so, you know, for the candy and everything else. And I think, I don't know, I just think it's cool. And for, you know, 65 cents, you know, it's really cool. See you later, Jamin. You have a great day, man. Don't work too hard at either job. So, um, but yeah, so, and these I think actually were medical, you know, because the doctors have these in their offices too. You know, they used to put the Q-tips in them, and, you know, tongue depressor and all that other stuff. Dry Chef Drew, good morning. Nice to have you here. Brian Toscano. I haven't seen you in a long time, man. How are you doing? Into the that's Kevin. That's funny. Um, so, but yeah, for, you know, 65 cents, that was pretty cool. I'm gonna go back out today and go to 2 other ones I didn't make it to yesterday. So uh, I am specifically looking for something. So but anytime I see those, I always, you know, I'll stop and I'll buy it, you know, because they are nice and they do, you know, they do work good. I mean, they're good for a purpose. You're in the Eastern Standard. Well, so am I. So where you at? It's 6:41 in the a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, Punk J, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. By the way, Dry Shaft, I did like your video the other day on safety. You're currently in North Kakalaki? Okay. Yeah, I know. I know it's hard. So 5:41 Central Standard Time. Yep. You got to work today, Dry Shaft? Good morning, Kevin. Did you drop the human resource personnel off at the pond? John needed your help. What'd you have to help John with? What's the matter, John? Oh, I don't know if you guys remember Jerry Clower. Shoot up amongst you. What's the matter, John? One of us needs relief. I'll have to work in 15 minutes. My handsome brother-in-law. Yeah. Well, you better clear that with your husband you got now, because I don't want to get shot. So I'll tell you what though, last night it was actually rough. I mean, I got sleep, but I had the sweats all night, cold sweats. So I had to actually burn out with a blanket. For some reason I don't know what got me sick, or why I got sick, but I was having some stomach problems, and you know my stomach was as hard as a rock, and you know so when you have that operation I had, that's not good. So you sit there and you try to cope with it as best as possible. I thought Ron was your stalker. If you met Punk A. Well, J and K are right next to each other there, Punk J. How about we keep this in the family? If you want, Kevin, you can take my place. So how'd your the store opening go? Let me get that open for you. Oh. You have 5 stalkers? Well, I'm glad I'm not a stalker, because in the state of Michigan, that's highly against the law. Yeah, she's collecting them. You want to be a stalker, Brian? They are collecting me. So, if you guys need any solar, go to that www.auroracapitalenergy.com. Now you are shipping, right, Kevin? You can ship. You can take online orders. I'm avoiding felonies this morning. That's right. I don't blame you, Brian. I'd avoid them too, like the plague. Good morning, Googler. How are you doing? Nice to have you here, Nate. Hey, that's great. To be a stalker, you have to be mobile. That's right. I'm not mobile. Waiting for coffee to brew. You want a cup, Googler? Try something. Oh yeah, that thing will fit right inside that coffee cup. But I actually was excited. I was happy I found that. 99 cents, it was half off. 45 cents. Like I said, I got 5 or 6 of those, all different sizes. I got a couple this size already, but it makes it nice. I put my dehydrated stuff in there. Can't take online orders yet. Okay. Hey, that's great there, Nate. That is great. She's still she's on popsicles right now and stuff like that, isn't she? That's what I had for a week. Uh, Popsicles, and then after the first week, and then it was soup or liquid, and then after 2 weeks, then you can start to have some solid stuff once a little at a time. Trade, yeah, soup just okay. Yeah. It's something when you open up a can of soup, and you don't one of them cans that you don't have to add nothing to. It's you open that up and it's 3 or 4 meals for you because you can only eat 2 or 3 tablespoons of it, and then you're done. I don't think Brian needs a stalker, Amber. You shared the website? Okay, that's good. So, Linda's House of Chill. Good morning. Hmm. 6 ounce cup of cheddar broccoli soup from McAllister's Deli for dinner. Huh. I used to get my wife would go get me a small chili from Wendy's because they want you to eat protein and stuff like that. And when I first started, a small chili from Wendy's, I don't know what it is, 8 or 10 ounces or whatever, but that was 2 to 3 meals, depends on what it was. You know, I, I'm I'd eat, she'd pour some out into a little bowl and put the rest in the refrigerator because I couldn't eat it. 2 or 3 spoonfuls and that was it. So I'm starting to get Like instead of, before I had the operation, I could eat 2 or 3 sandwiches, at a time. Now I can eat, one sandwich. Uh, um, like last night, I had some fried cabbage and a pork chop, uh, boneless pork chop, and that filled me up. But there's some things I can't eat. Like I can eat. I used to be able to eat. Kevin would tell you I could eat 2 large pizzas. Well, right now I can only eat about 3 slices tops. And I used to be able to eat 6 or 8 tacos, and now I only eat 3. So, but I'm 2 years out of my surgery. So, in fact, in 3 days it'll be 2 years. August 25th is when I had my surgery. I'm not losing any more weight, but I'm not gaining any either. I've been the same weight for roughly about 3 months. So, but I haven't been able to walk and all this other stuff. So I'm going to start having to get up and do some more exercising and stuff like that. I think I got to go to the doctor's today. I got to call and make sure. I think I have a doctor's appointment. It's either today or next week. I have a plantar's wart in the palm of my, ball of my foot right here, and they're going to cut it out. So, and then that way, that'll help me because that's a lot of pain when I walk. Just that plantar's wart. So they're going to take that out, and that way I'll be able to walk a lot better. I told him when I made the appointment, I'm gonna go. I got a plantar's wart. I want it removed. I don't want to come back 2, 3 times to get this thing removed. I want it removed when I go there. Okay, okay. If I go there and they don't want to remove it, I won't be back. I'll find another doctor that'll take it out. That's normal, Googler. Every time I take a hot shower, man, I was exhausted. I'd no more make it back to to my bedroom, and I'd pass out because your body is working overtime, and the hot water and stuff just makes you, overworks you. But that's normal, or at least it was normal for it happened to me. So. Yeah, he can get that word out with a chainsaw. He's too chicken though. I told him to get a spade bit on the drill and do it, but he won't do it either. I don't know. It is. Well, see, it has something to do with the humidity and your shower and everything, the hot water. It's no different than going out when it's 110 degrees out and the humidity is 99%. It just wears you out. That's exact. And your body is already you're not getting enough. How can I put it? Nourishment. Okay, your body is living off itself, actually, Google, and it's not getting enough nourishment, so it's actually feeding off itself. So everything it's getting, it's already had before. And when you go out someplace where your shower, where it's 110 degrees in there and it's 99.9% humidity, it's just like walking out in the sun, with that kind of humidity. It just drains you right off. Not to mention that you don't have the energy anyways because, you're not eating like you used to or whatever, and you're not getting the full amount of energy from your food. As she starts to lose weight, that'll go away. Um, when she drops 50, 60 pounds, it'll start being better. Okay, Drew, you have a good day, man. We'll see you later. So, when I had mine done, I had uh, one of the bandages fell off and it looked yellow. So, we called up there and they said, well, come on up and look at it. So we can look at it. And what it was, they said, oh, no, that's normal. I thought it was infected. They said, no, 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 that's normal. They redressed it and away I went. So you're welcome there, Google. So it's normal. So what has she got? 6 little incisions? Should have 1, 2, yeah, 6 little incisions, I think. Well, that's what I have is 6 little incisions. Well, thank you, Carry On Jumping John. I'm feeling handsome as ever. You guys really don't realize how hard it is to get this good looking every day. Good morning, Carry On Jumping John. Nice to have you here. You are awesome. Get your screen checked. Yeah, Ron. No, they Dermavant, yeah. I had um, I didn't have no. They just yeah, they glued mine, too, but they had bandages on it, so don't. Yeah, you just don't know how I do. It's not easy. It's not easy, man. So, poor Kathy. You're right. Poor Kathy. She's sleeping right now. I lose 5 pounds every day. Well, there's a difference between losing it going down the toilet and then gaining it back when you get to the refrigerator junkyard. Good morning, Bobby. You kick this ball off. So, should go get a fan and put it in here, man. I'm sweating for some reason. I'm still not feeling good, I don't think so. Put me in. That's right. Yeah, there you go. That's funny. anyways, I told you guys yesterday they want me to start doing Amazon wants me to start doing some commercials for them. So hey, they're willing to buy the stuff. You know, they send me the money in my PayPal. I buy it. It ships to me. It's all mine. I do a review on it. Hey, I'll do it. You know, so but I'm trying to get some stuff I'm interested in other than the stuff they want to keep sending me. So, but that's what that little dink was the email stating that they put the money in the PayPal account. So. Yeah, I'd get tired of holding that cup. No. Hopefully, in the next few days, I'll be able to sport off my Iron Dog 63 cup. So, no, I'm not calling Amber. No. On Dogs Island, there you go. How you doing, Gene? Good morning. Everybody check out Gene Chambers' channel. If you haven't already, show him some channel love. He's doing a camper rebuild. So I'm going to get me a pop-up camper and I'll make a hot dog cart out of it. But Gene's going to come over and he's gonna drive clear from Maine and he's gonna come over here and redo my camper for me. And it's just going to cost me gas money, biscuits and gravy, and coffee. I might go broke on the coffee, but but it'll be all worth it. So. We are the wimpy dog pound, Gene. There you go. No. I'm trying to. Gris sent that video back to me, and I can't get it for the life of me. I can't get it to go onto my. I can't get it to download to my own stream again. So, but you know, hopefully he doesn't delete it because if he does, then I'll lose it. But I can't get it to stay. I can't get it. I even did the video converter on it, and it won't let me do anything. I think I got that little bastard. I don't know. I got two damn flies. So anything happened to anybody last night that's any interesting? Of any interest? Anything happening today for anybody that's of any interest? Is chat froze up again? Nope. Anybody out there? Bueller? 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 Yeah. You build a TV table for your TV? Okay. Yeah, I remember that Bobby got himself a girlfriend yesterday. Big moves today, huh, Margie? Good job. Congratulations. Yeah, you know, why don't you? Because all the lawsuits, it's going to ruin Bayer. They'll be lucky if they can get rid of Monsanto. Joanne Plans just put out a video. Nadine something before I couldn't read it before it went out. Now, are they closing down Monsanto? Because Bayer owns Monsanto, or are they selling Monsanto to somebody else? They'll probably sell it to somebody in China, because China doesn't care what they do. You know, you can sue all day long; they're not going to pay anyways. So. They're changing the name to Bayer Crop Sciences Division. This is a funny thing about Monsanto. They have their own genetically modified seeds. And what was it? Wheat. Somebody planted some wheat. And some of the seeds blew over into another field. Well, some of the wheat grew in that field. Some of them, you know, Monsanto went over and they grabbed some of that wheat out of the guy's field illegally, because they went, you know, they come on the property and just took it. They didn't ask or anything. And they found out that it was their wheat. So they sued the farmer for stealing their wheat. That would be like me painting my house purple and the spraying on the house next door, and me suing them for them stealing my paint. But corruption at its finest, money talks, BS walks, and when you got enough money, you can make a judge look the other way. And that's exactly what happened. Nobody stole anything. If anything, the farmer should sue Monsanto for ruining his crop. Because from what I understand, that the one that got sued, his was an organic wheat crop that was infiltrated by the Monsanto wheat. So it ruined his crop. Good morning, Tammy. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Yeah, it's not shutting down. It's just coming with a new name. Yeah. Good morning, lovely.
Shut your mouth.
I just.
Well, now, why would you look at me like that?
Because I love you.
You look like the edit. Did you? Sign those papers either.
Probably not.
No, I know you did.
Well, you'll probably have to do it yourself. Yeah, we should build a TV table for your radio there, Bobby. Actually, I thought that happened in California. Or Idaho or something. I thought it was in the States. So. Monsanto has ruined a lot of farmers. They have sued a lot of farmers into bankruptcy. So, no, you looking to see about getting my hiney kicked there, Gene? Lap? All I said is hi, lovely. Uh, anyways, Bobby got himself a date yesterday. Well, that's what I heard. Anyways, I wasn't there to at the beginning of it, but yeah, trying to scratch out a living. Yeah, yeah. Thanks Monsanto for killing millions one at a time. So. Well, we'll have to see that on Bobby's next live stream. That new TV stand he built. Build a TV stand for his radio. Are you going to build a radio stand for your TV? Would make a good time for it. Yeah, there you go, Gene. So. Bitter Street, Delaware. Okay. I know, Bobby. I'm just playing with you. Yeah. Oh, I know. Fishing and swimming with it. Well, that probably very well could be their Googler. Amber, any news on your aunt? The Googler would like to know. Right? I think I remember that too, there, Googler. But uh, usually, most of the court cases when Monsanto went to court, they come in there with their $1 million lawyers, and by the time it's all said and done, you walk out of there with your shoes because they took your britches and everything else. So, RV Lucky, good morning. Nice to have you here. You got a busy day today? What you doing today? It didn't mean to swear. Don't you use that four-letter word on me. I love you too. Yeah, he knows better than that. I was a working fool, man. He didn't learn the first time, RV. No. Well, hopefully he doesn't lose his shirt twice to the same woman. I would be lucky. He said his son's going to court for divorce for the same woman twice. Yeah. No. I'm waiting to see if well, Amber, before you go, any news on your aunt? He was only married one time, got a sentence for 50 years. Wasn't too bad, though. Well, I imagine 50 years you were probably pretty blessed there, RV. Okay, there, Amber. That's right there, RV. Third time's a charm. That's according to Junkyard. Okay. Gotta close some of these tabs here. Things are starting to slow down. There you go. You have a great day too, Amber. We've been married 35 years. Ron asked me how long my sentence has been.
Really?
That's what Ron said.
Oh, I'm trying to get out of there. I'll tell you right now, I'd never do it again.
She said she'd never do it again, Ron. And no, she keeps telling everybody we've been married 35,000 years. So just seems like yesterday.
Oh, good.
You guys were married 66 years? That's pretty cool there, RV. Sounds like, Gene says it sounds like Kathy's sentence. You're right. She did. Huh. Poor Kathy. Why would somebody dig a hole, put a hole in the floor and paint it black to make it look like a dot? Oh, I got an idea why. Mimi. Pretty sure that's who it was. The Roadrunner, or Wile E. Coyote. I always made the money she spent it. That's about normal.
Yeah. That's normal here. Brother beating out here with his son.
That was RV Lucky that said that. So sentenced to 35 years and regrets all 36. You're right, Ron. So she does. Then again, she says she's a lucky woman.
Shit. If I ever get on here, I'll let y'all know.
She's having trouble getting on, so the computer won't let her on for some reason. So she's counting them now. That's right. She's counting all her luck. So. By the way, Googler, thank you for showing me how to do that yesterday. It stopped it, whatever it was doing. I have no idea what was downloading or whatever, but Gene said he heard you. I truly am a lucky man.
You're worried about it.
No, I'm not. I do love you. I truly am a lucky man. No. Oh, so now you're starting on Tammy, huh, Ron? So, Tammy, go ahead and ask your question there, Ron. Better check Bobby's emails and stuff in his phone records. I'm sure he called that person yesterday. Hey, want to go camping? Fishing? Skinny dipping? Yeah, porn. Yeah, right. Yeah, when Bobby got his hunting trip, you're gonna go deer hunting. Most people go deer hunting. They go DER. Bobby's going deer hunting. DEAR. So. Yeah. Oh yeah, every marriage has got good times and bad times in it. So. She loves me dearly.
Did you?
I said, you love me dearly and you know it.
Told you that lie.
You did.
I never told you nothing.
Oh, baloney. Last night you said, I love you, honey. I said, I love you too.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even talk to you last night.
When you come to bed,
Keith, you were sleeping.
well, maybe I was dreaming. Yeah, he wants to know when a good time start. Just here. They started 35 years ago. Yeah, that's how the math works. Um, well, good morning, Kathy Miller. You're looking lovely as ever. Must be the new math they're teaching kids. Yeah, Common Core math. 2 plus 2 equals 5. That's because it's not friendly if you say 2 plus 2 is 4. You want to give it some more. So let's make it 5. That's right. There are to be lucky. So give me a subject to talk about, somebody. You want to see all the rest? That's right. I want you to see the set. You want to see the rest. Idaho Hillbilly, what getting time? Well, you're looking lovelier than ever, Kathy. Well, something we can talk about there, Googler. Have you guys been watching that documentary series, or not documentary series, that new no, I guess it is a documentary series or whatever. But In Search of, it used to be back in the 70s through, late 70s through the 80s with Leonard Nimoy, Spock from Star Trek. Well, now they started it again, and it's with Spock from Star Trek, the last movie or whatever. It's from that Spock. So I thought it was pretty cool. They decided to go with the same, Spock. But this, I was watching it. They're doing artificial intelligence, and Facebook somehow last year they were looking into their computer, and they found out that their computer was talking to somebody, something else, and it come up with its own language, and it was communicating back and forth, and they artificial intelligence, and they said, where is it going to start? Where is it going to stop? So it was pretty cool and interesting. I watched it. If you guys get a chance, watch the In Search of TV series. It's pretty good. Makes you think. Well, the only thing is, Bobby, it was once she hits me and gives me a goose egg, then she goes and gets a hammer to tunk it back down so I don't have it no more. She always asks me, 1 lump or 2? Would you like some tea? Sure. 1 lump or 2? Well, 2. Pum, pum. Oh, that was 3. Tunk, 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 tunk. You older people remember that cartoon. Oh. How many lumps do you want? 3 or 4. I'm trying to get a blooper video. Home and Aesthetics, product review, wasp away. I can't read that gone too fast. You're right there, Googler. They shouldn't be getting into stuff they're getting into. Good morning, Dutchy Dutch. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. No, I don't own a smartphone or TV. I don't own a smartphone either. I would never own one of them TVs that's got a camera and a microphone in it. Because when you first get it and you start it up, you have to agree to terms and conditions, which means it can turn on the microphone and the TV anytime it wants to listen to your content, the camera and the microphone, excuse me, and to listen to and to video or to watch you. What's that? Yeah, and I think that's, same thing with these laptops and stuff like that and computers with these cameras on. Just because the light's on and the camera's on, that doesn't mean they can't turn the camera on without turning the light on. So, but with a smartphone or TVs, they got the cameras and they got the microphones. So they can actually video you walking around your house naked or whatever they want. And there's nothing you can do about it. So, no.
I don't want to run, but they can video me anytime they want.
Well, I understand that, but what I'm saying is they can video you, and actually,
No.
It's an invasion of privacy.
Oh, who cares?
I do.
No. I don't.
And the worst of it is the government can make them do it, or they can have them do it for them.
You got to worry about it because the government's going to come here and bash my doors open because of my stupid idiot roommate that lives here that doesn't know how to shut his mouth. So what matters?
Oh yeah.
Want me to tell you how I really feel?
Really? I wonder who that is.
Someone asked me, "What do you think about politics?" You really want to know?
Yeah.
You got a big mouth. They're going to come in here and blow our asses up.
You're right there, Google. It is scary the way Facebook tracks and watches stuff. I've got a cartoon on.
Want to take me somewhere? At least I'm going somewhere. Just sitting here.
I got a cartoon.
Able to get out of town.
I got a cartoon picture on Facebook.
Quick up me on, bitch.
Knock it off. I got a cartoon picture on Facebook that's in one of my private things. And it's got a woman looking out the window, and there's all these cops and stuff at the door. And she says, "Okay, what did you post on Facebook now?" Yeah, 200,000 a week, and there you go, Ron. So. Yes. They can turn on anything that's got a smartphone or smart TV. They can turn on the camera anytime they want. And if you don't read that terms and conditions completely, you pretty much, when you say I accept, pretty much give them permission. Yeah, today is 10,000 or 100 million times worse. You're right. So, Moose Knuckle, good morning. Kisses to everyone. Good morning, Moose. How are you doing? Yeah, you see how I get treated. Yeah, I see how I get treated. Good morning, Dirty Dog Diggers. You're looking lovely as ever, and so are you, Moose. How did you get out of the basement this morning? Your uncle leave the door unlocked again? Slide it in the pan, does the same damage to the. There you go. Well, thanks, Gene. You're all hurt. No wonder the rich. He's back at the truck stop looking for dates. He snuck out. That's funny. You're right, Googler. They've got so many cameras out now, you can't go nowhere. And it's a wonder that they don't have a camera at every intersection. Okay. And that, every crossroad, it doesn't matter, even at the country ones. Because if somebody committed a crime, now just follow me on. If you committed a crime, they can follow you from down the road, and if you don't make it to the next road, they know you turned off or went into a home or something between those roads, so it narrows down the area. And it's getting to the point where, these bank robbers and all these other, they're not going to get away with any of this stuff because they're going to be able to find them within a few minutes. And I think that's great that they can find the crooks that way, but I don't think they should be using it on, lawful citizens that aren't breaking the law. And that's what's happening is they're using cameras to follow people around, and it's not right. Huh. Well, I can get rid of that thing in a heartbeat. Either that or I'd find out where the camera is on that thing and put a piece of tape over it. Yeah, I've seen the show Person of Interest. I've watched it a couple of times, but not too many times. Did you say a truck hit him? That's right. Brad, good morning. Nice to have you here. Has anybody seen Yankee Living in the last couple of days? I was supposed to call him. I still haven't called him. I was going to call him yesterday, but I got busy and then I wasn't feeling good. No, I was sicker than a dog last night. I was sweating and everything else. I had the cold sweats and I covered up. I turned the fans off and stuff because I was freezing. So. Vaseline golf balls. What's that all about? Did they find her murderer? I didn't hear about that. I knew they found her yesterday or whatever. Oh. Well, what's that one movie? Um, it's where the computer starts calling people up and making. Uh, I think it's called Eyes or something like that. I can't remember. Um, it just so it. How can? If I remember correctly, it killed a guy, but the guy had a twin brother, and the computer couldn't differentiate between the twins. I can't remember the name of it though. Um, but it was calling people, having them do jobs, and if they didn't do it, they would, uh, it would send electrical current that way, and kill them or whatever. So I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was on a few years ago, or it come out a few years ago. Deer season, is that DEAR or is that DEER? Huh. Okay, but who was it? Hmm. Well, like they said, some of these companies, Google, want to put a chip in you, so you can just walk up to the time clock or whatever and wave, and it, it clocks you in, it clocks you out, and all that. No, thank you. You ain't putting that on me. Sorry. No. Oh, another illegal person, huh? Well, we had to have more of them here in this country, shouldn't we? So, he's the one that I guess he killed that girl out in Idaho or whatever it was, or Iowa. I can't remember what state it was in. Yeah, it's not right. I would never submit to that. I'm not right. I'm all left. But no, I would never submit to having a tracking device put in me. No, no. That would be like that movie that come out in the '70s, uh, where the doctors were shrunken down to do a surgery inside a person, and they had a little submarine and everything, and they were flowing down the arteries. I can't remember the name of the movie, but uh, that was one of the very first sci-fi movies that I ever watched when I was a kid, and we actually seen that when it was in school. They actually showed it to us in school. So, well, that's what I don't understand there, Ron. The Pope says we shouldn't have a wall on the south, but doesn't the Vatican have a wall all the way around it? Just saying, you know, tear down the wall, Pope Francis. If you don't want us to have one, you shouldn't have one either. Good morning, Jerry. And I've lost all respect for the Catholic Church, anyways. Oh no, they just come out with that grand jury investigation, and this is just in Pennsylvania. Thousands of kids and 300 priests or bishops or whatever you want to call them, child abuse, sexual child abuse, and the churches covered it up. That just tells me that they worry more about their image and their money than anything else. I have no respect for the Catholic Church no more. And Pope Francis, like he just heard about it the other day, you know. We've been hearing about this for 20, 30 years about all the abuses that's been going on, but now the church is just now speaking out. Well, it's not right. Nobody worried about the people, and nobody worried about the kids. Well, you're right, they didn't worry about the kids. They worried about the kids when they had their pants all the way down to their ankles. You know, I have no respect for them anymore. And in fact, I think the government at a, you know, I don't know, take away their tax-free status and see what happens there. So. I think that's the reason why the last pope stepped down. So. You're right. You know, I'm not saying they're all like that, but, and I'm not, get me right here, but they've covered it up for the last 70, 80, 100 years, and I'm sure it's went on a lot longer than that, but they've covered it up. They swept it underneath the rug. Oh, you've been abused. Well, we'll just move you to this other place. And then you abuse them there, so you move them from that place. You know, it's not right. It isn't right at all. Somebody should have stood up for the little kids, and they didn't. Good morning, Jerry. How are you doing? Nice to have you here.
I'm going to consider trying to get enough to have it.
What? Gene says, smoke one for me, Kathy.
I already responded to him. Sometimes I think we would even have better streams. I really hate to admit that to you, but if you got on a topic and it wasn't a good one, I could just get up, come out here, crack you upside the head.
Well, you're right there. Go ahead and do it. Ron says it'll go from 1,000 or 1,500 viewers to 2,000 or 200,000.
Another subject.
Well, come give me an adjustment.
No, because they do tests on you, so I gotta have something in my hands. Don't touch it.
Just go get a baseball bat.
I don't want to be.
Junkyard says Super 100s, Kathy. Yep. Ron says rolling on the floor laughing.
Do they not see what they're looking at on that computer?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, when you got me, what else do you need?
Xanax.
Xanax.
Let me think.
Tylenol 3. Ibuprofen. Alcohol. Moose Knuckles says, give him a good whack.
I'm telling you right now. I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to stop.
She says she's afraid she wouldn't be able to stop. You guys are just waiting to get my ass kicked, ain't you? So. And wear it, Kathy.
What?
Well, that's what Gene says. And wear it, Kathy. Preparation H. I don't know. No. Yep. You know, I just don't understand you guys. I thought we was friends. Oh, you're absolutely right, Googler. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen in all churches, because it does. It's just, it's been, it's more publicized and it's more frequent in the Catholic Church for some reason. And I believe it's because, they're not allowed, the priests aren't allowed to get married or whatever. So, but there is corruption in every church. And I've always said this for the longest time, for the last 25, 30 years. I think any church out there ought to pay taxes after they pay, or after they make a 500,000 a year. After the 500,000, it all had to be taxed after that. That Osteen, he's getting $15 million a year, his wages, plus whatever the church brings in. That should be tax-free? No way. They got these super churches that hold 30,000 people, and these people come flocking in there, and they give them, their whole entire paycheck or whatever. The guy's making, or the church making a couple $1 million a week as a paycheck, as offerings. And I think it ought to be after $500,000. Okay, after the initial expenses, and that means the property taxes, your lights, gas, whatever. After that, then the first 500,000 after the total expenses, and I'm not talking the preacher salary, because $15 million is really ridiculous. That's not working for the Lord. That's working for, a happy financial future. But anyways, after $500,000, after you paid the property taxes and mortgage or whatever, and your lights and electricity, whatever you want, all your bills, after the first 500,000 should be taxed. So, and if they taxed all these churches that are making over 500,000 after they clear all their bills, we wouldn't even have a deficit. Can you imagine how much money would be paid into the government? Can you imagine how much money is already that the government has lost out because they don't tax churches? So they did give us a crusade. You're right, Kevin. You're right. Good morning, Kevin. Nice to have you here. This is why you just get beat, not killed. That's right. Well, who is it? That Kenneth Copeland and another preacher, they were talking on an interview, and they said, they needed a new plane. Each one of them wanted to buy a new plane because, there's no sense of traveling in a tubular object with all them nasty, rotten people that are in that plane. Well, wait a minute. If you're a servant of the Lord, all them nasty, rotten people that are in there, aren't those the people that you were trying to help? Shouldn't those be the people that you should be spending your time with? I'm just saying. But no, they want these 25 and 35 and $40 million jets to fly around in because they don't want to spend time in a tubular object with all them nasty, rotten people in there. And that was that was done on TV. I seen it. So I believe that consul at NICA, you was full of crap. I don't understand that there, RV. So, Hal Kitten, good morning. Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. I'm not trying. None. That's right, Jerry. You're right. It's all gone too far. And that's what I just got done saying there, Googler. All them nasty, rotten people, that's who these preachers should be helping. Jesus, the beggars, the prostitutes, the drunks, that's who he helped. That's who he talked to. That's who he, mentored. And that's the way these, preachers had to be. But these TV evangelists, they're not in it to, for the religion. They're in it for this, Yeah, Jesus didn't wear a Rolex, you're right. And I think it's totally unacceptable. I do. And hopefully, with the current administration, maybe things will change. I don't believe that churches ought to be tax free. After they clear all their bills, and I'm not talking about the $15 million that they give for wages either. A suitable wage for the preacher. But after they clear all their bills, $500,000. After they clear their bills, they should start taxing them after $500,000. And you just think about this: if you had one government employee at every church do the counting, that would pay for their wages, and there'd be plenty of tax money after all, because dang well, even though they're a church, they're not going to tell you, it's a cash business. They're not going to tell you everything they get. Oh yeah, so we only got $500 this week for donations, but you had 40,000 people at the church. Well, it was a bad week. Yeah, right. That's just one way that that's one way they will keep their money, is they will lie about it. It irks me to find out, I don't know. I'm still on this subject. So.
Saturday, my subject. Saturday, is there a barn that you're putting that?
Yeah.
For Saturday morning? 60% chance.
Yeah, it's going to be inside.
It's an inside?
Yeah, he told me to take the cart. There'll be room for the inside cart.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Sunday, the library, the one that I'm working, 40%. This is why they have to pay in advance.
That's right. I got
today and tomorrow, no rain, and then for the next week, anywhere from 80% on days to 40%.
Hal Kitten says hi, Kathy. I agree with that there, Googler. She's talking about, I have a hot dog event to do Saturday, and it's going to be inside a barn. So it's a big barn. The guy has his auctions inside this barn, so I'm going to be able to be inside the barn with my hot dog cart. But we have one Sunday, and it's supposed to be for the city of Adrian, the Adrian Public Library, and it's supposed to be 40% chance of rain showers that day. So this is exactly why I tell them I want paid in advance or half down. So, yeah. And, Kathy, weather report update for the weekend. That's right. So, all right, Google, you take care, man. I'm glad to have you here. It was a pleasure. You should go back and research the church. You would be coming. Uh, don't get me wrong. I believe in a religion and everything else. I believe in the churches. I just don't believe that they should be making mega millions and not paying taxes on it. And I don't believe, the um, the pedophiles that they just done all this stuff with, and the grand jury. I believe that somebody had to be accountable for that. So. So you're the one standing in the rain. So anybody else got anything they want to talk about? I don't know. Don't blame you. Didn't you have a food problem last weekend? I thought I heard it was a lack of slipperitas, wasn't it? Could you elaborate there, Ron? Brandon Holt Vlog, how are you doing? Oh. All right, there, BNJ, you have a great one. There was a lack of slipper. It as wasn't it? Huh. Oh. If dog's off his feet, why isn't Cappy? I was there. I was taking money. Sometimes that's a job.
Yeah.
Saturday, it was Saturday, not Sunday. Okay. She got to spend 12 hours with me. It was actually a pretty good event. So. You're absolutely right there, RV Lucky. Right to bear arms without regulations. You're right. It would be nice if that would help, if we could do that. But there's just some people that can't handle that. So, what was it last week? I was at a thrift store and they had sweet corn. Take all you want, free. It was donated to them. So I got, I had a toter, one of them 30-gallon totes, whatever. I had that. I filled that up, and we ended up I brought it home, and we ended up giving a crap ton of corn away to a bunch of people. So, um, you know, and I figured, if they were just gonna, it was just gonna go to waste sitting there. So, might as well let some people have it. So, I thought it was pretty cool. And they do it I don't know, every week. They have some stuff sitting out there, that these farmers bring. A few weeks ago, one farmer brought in cases of strawberries, and I wasn't there, but I wish I would have been, because I'd have got some of those. But um, they had Gaylords full of corn last week, and um, I will go and check today and see if they got what they're having today. But last time I knew, they had Gaylords full of cabbage, so I'll probably grab some cabbage and see if somebody who needs some cabbage around here. Yeah, that would have been fun, wouldn't it, Kath?
And the video, should have told them that was 8 hours.
I did tell them that. It's on the video. Yeah, she was the video of the thing. That was after we'd already been there for 8 hours. The reason why I waited that late to do it is because I had my cell phone, and it when you take a video during the daylight, you can't see nothing. So it had to start getting a little dark before you could see it. So I'm qualified for that job. That's right. You're right. A lot of people don't have the right to bear arms. You're absolutely right there. Even though it's a Second Amendment right, a lot of people don't have that right. They've lost that right by having a felony, or you know the certain states. Oh hell, kid, you were standing in the rain waiting for your daughter's bus. Well, free shower. You should have took out some swab and just saved you a couple of bucks. Are you hiring, Kathy? Oh yeah, yeah, dog, we're hiring. Or dog junkyard? Yeah, we're hiring. We don't drug test. No. You had your CCW when you turned 21. Morning, Grizz. How are you doing this fine morning? By the way, Grizz, probably would be a good time to mention. That's how you spell my name. I realize you're probably saying using your voice or whatever, and it's coming in that way, but that's how you spell my name, actually. Oh. Big Steve Entertainment. What'd you do? Spend the night at Grizz's house? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm dyslexic. West Coast is up. That's right. The beach is down in the Battery. So, well, I was just wondering, you and Grizz come in at the same time. I thought maybe he spent the night at your house and you spent the night at his house. And then Ron just pointed out that the West Coast is up now, which is 5:15 in the a.m. there. So you hate Grizz? You don't hate Grizz. I know better than that. You're absolutely right there, RV Lucky. Always prepare for tomorrow because you never know what's going to happen. Always be ready for tomorrow. Yeah, Ron, where did you say Steve was at last night? I missed that. Auto Trainer, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. It's, wait a minute. Yeah, it's been a while since you've been here, Auto Trainer. Oh. Nice to have you here, man. For tricks? Yeah, I bet he was out there. So he makes you turn away. Are you spooning, Big Steve? Is he spooning with you? All right, there, RV Lucky. You have yourself a great day, man. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Well, that ain't good, Brandon. Oh, that's not good at all, man. Well, that's pretty good. Uh, been okay there, Otto. Glad you're having a good time on your vacation. So, if you see Steve, you had to block him because his phone was so. Oh, I understand. And Grizz does all the work. I know you haven't blocked me. You're right. At least it ain't a felony, but man, four of them though. You better hope if you get any jail time, they don't do it concurrent because you'll be spending some time in jail there, man. So, I don't know, each fence is probably a 90-day. So, huh? Yeah, Brandon, was you on live PD? I don't know, man. It seems like everybody else is on live PD every time you turn around. You'd be surprised. You go watch live PD, how many people don't have driver's licenses? How many people don't even carry identification with them? I'm call me stupid or whatever, but I always thought you had to have a driver's license in order to drive. You had to have a light, you always had to carry identification with you, because that's actually a law. It's color me stupid, I guess. So. No. Well, Hell Kitten, uh, he was arrested, but see, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. So, and that's same thing with like PD. They state right on there, not the outcome is not known at this time. They're all innocent until proven guilty. So, Alabama Bushcrafter, how are you doing? Nice to have you here this morning. You got 6 months probation and 90 weekends in jail. Well, when we all know where you're going to be for the next year and a half now, huh? Or almost the next year and 9 months on the weekends. 10 months. Man, that's a lot of weekends. Quit, get the shotgun. But then again, now are you doing hard labor on the weekends or not? Because that's what a lot of times what they do is they sentence here in Lenawee County. If they sentence you to weekends, you have to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning, and you work till 5. You get to come home, and what they do is they have you going out cleaning ditches, shoveling snow, sweeping parking lots and stuff, or sweeping sidewalks for the elderly, or doing all this other stuff. So. Them 3 day and them 3 day weekends are gonna really suck, man. Yeah. Well, it could be worse, Brandon. So, you just got a ticket. What'd you get a ticket for? It could be, like I said, it could be a lot worse, Brandon. I mean, you actually could have spent, 180 days or whatever in jail. And, if you had a job or, if you got a job, or you could lose your job and stuff. So it could have been a lot worse. So just think your lucky stars. You got what you got. I'd have been appreciative. Oh, yeah. Uh, you're right there, Brandon. You violate your probation or whatever, they'll give it all back to you, especially here, and then you'll get more. So, yeah, my son did. So, yeah, he violated, and he had to do the remainder of his time,
90 days.
90 days. And so he was on probation, and his ex-girlfriend's friend seen him in a bar and took a picture of him.
8 by 10 at that.
8 by 10 glossy at that. Then he tried to tell me he wasn't at a bar.
Yeah, and he wanted us to pay for an attorney.
Yeah, they said, Dad, give me an attorney. I said, well, if you're innocent and if you didn't go to the bar, yeah, I'll pay for an attorney. Next thing I know, the lawyer walks up to the prosecuting attorney walks up and says, is this you at the bar? And I look at it and I just shake my head.
He said, if this isn't you, you don't have nothing to worry about.
Yeah. The attorney says, if this isn't you, you have nothing to worry about. And I look and I just shake my head.
It's just mom and dad's money.
Yeah, it's just mom and dad's money. I said, nah, let's work out a deal. And he just, well, yeah, I was at the bar. Well, why did you tell me you weren't when you were,
Yeah, well, that was 90 days of pure hell.
Yeah, and we had, 90 days. He had to watch, we had the kids for 90 days, so. And, had no driver's license there in Alabama? Yeah, that's right there, Grizz. These TV evangelists, that's the ones I'm really upset about. And there's a lot of them. And they're making millions and millions and millions of dollars every year or every week. They're making millions of dollars, these churches are. And they're not paying taxes on it. And they're not, let's put it that way. they're not religious, to that extent. So that's what I get upset about. What's my favorite color? Um, Actually, black is one of you have a driver's license. Would they say it was suspended or something? Or is it because you didn't have it on you? So, yeah. Oh. So did you? Uh, they said I was a Keith in San Diego, California. Huh? Did you tell them no, you weren't? Yeah, I know they'll do that in California if you don't have a driver's license, but they don't care if you come across the border illegally there. So, and yeah, I don't blame you. My son, years ago on his wedding night, there was a semi. Okay, you got the oncoming traffic, you got the turn lane to turn left if you're going that way, to turn right if you're going this way. If you're coming this way, you turn right. Or it'd actually be left hand. It's a left turn lane because if you're going one way, you're turning left. If you're coming the other way, you're turning left too. So left turn lane. My son was in the right lane driving. There was a semi in the left turn lane, and the semi turned right, and my son hit him in the fuel tank. They give my son a ticket for hitting the semi. Me being all big, dumb, and happy, I was there. I said, "What are you talking about giving him a ticket?" Well, he hit the semi in the fuel tank. I said, "Excuse me, but the semi was in the left turn lane making a right turn." Well, this is what the cops' uh, thing was. Well, they have to get out and swing right to make a line. They got to swing hard to make a big turn. I said, "No, I'm a truck driver. If he couldn't make that turn from the right turn lane, from the right lane, if he couldn't make that turn, he should have went down, turned around, and come back and made it from the left turn lane. There's no reason why you should have to swing left to make a right turn." And so we went to court over it. We went to court 3 different times. Every time we go, the truck driver wouldn't show up. And so they canceled it. And they canceled it. So 3 times. On the third time, they decided to drop the charges. And I thought to myself, drop the charges. What about everything else? What about the tow bill? Me leaving work 3 days? I lost, about $800 in wages 3 days that I missed work to go to court with them. And it was a bunch of crap. That's when Junior hit that pickup or hit that semi in the side on his wedding night. I tried to get a state trooper out there, and they said, "Well, we're not calling a state trooper." I said, "Why not? Why don't you call the motor carrier?" "You should, because the vehicle had to be towed." They tried to tell me I didn't know what I was talking about. I said, "Hell, I don't know what I'm talking about. I got a CDL. You don't know what you're talking about." So I know. I understand that, Grizz. So, Oh, I know my driver's license number. I know my social security number. So that's funny. They're good. No. So would they give you a ticket for no driver's license or okay, no driver's license. Okay, so it wasn't for the CCW. All right. Yeah, this happened what 12 years ago or something, 13 years ago. And I really got upset about it, and the cops telling me, I don't know what I'm doing and, I shouldn't be there and it's none of my business. I said, you're railroading this guy right here. That's exactly what you're doing. Yeah, they never got their money back,
That trucker already left, they couldn't even get him.
yeah, for no driver's license. Okay. Yeah, the trucker was a East West Coast trucker that, truck driving or company. That's the name of the company, East West Coast. So, and, there's no way he's coming back. He wasn't even going to this place. He was just going there to turn around because he missed his, I don't know, where he was going or something. So, but, that was last month. Okay. So when do you got to go to court? But anyways, after all this, we ended up winning. But, did you win it to begin with? The Jewish Redneck Prepper, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. So. You're right. As long as it doesn't do anything against inalienable rights. But if you did that, sooner or later the state's going to say you're going to have a permit to come into our state. I look for that to start happening. This is a free country, but sooner or later it's going to be like, they're going to start considering them. If you did that, they're going to start considering themselves countries, small countries or whatever, and you're going to have a passport to come into our country, into our state. I must have missed something here the junkyard was saying. So. Gary L., how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Well, I'm going to get me a cup of coffee. I ran out about a half an hour ago. And I've got, huh? I can't hear you. Well, yeah, I was going to ask you to fill it, but you didn't. So you didn't offer. Wasn't nice of her, was it? That's right. So it'll be funny. You're shoving it in the face, but Alabama, when you do that, they're inconveniencing you again. So that's the thing about it. They don't care. I got pulled over one time working for the garbage company, and I wanted to fight the ticket. So I went into court to fight the ticket on my date that I was supposed to. And the city lawyer that I got the ticket in, he come up to me, he called my name, and I said, yeah. He says, okay, this is what you did, and how do you want to pay for the ticket. I said, I don't want to pay for the ticket. What do you mean you don't want to pay for the ticket? I said, I come here to fight the ticket. Well, if you fight the ticket, you're going to have to come back. I said, I come here to fight the ticket. I didn't come here to pay the ticket. Well, that's what they do now, is you set up a court date. You know, it used to be if you didn't agree with the ticket, they would set up a court date and you went and you bought the ticket. Like another date, if you are working, you've lost 2 days' wages. Plus, if you lose, you're going to lose for the money for the ticket. So that's their way of figuring out how to, make you pay the ticket. Well, I basically told this lawyer, I said, what don't you understand? I'm here to fight the ticket. He said, but if you fight the ticket, you're going to have to come back and you're going to, if you lose, you're going to have to pay the ticket and you're going to lose more wages. I said, you know what? I don't know what you smoked for lunch, but I'll take $20 worth. I'm here to fight the ticket. This is my court date. I want to fight the ticket today. I'm not coming back. And I raised such a stink that they actually took me to the magistrate right then and there. I said, I'm not coming back. I'm here to fight this ticket. This is the day I come here to fight. And I actually won. I wasn't taking a second day off from work to, fight this ticket. So. Travel is an unalienable right, but is it travel from state to state? If you're going to let them govern their own laws, they'll be able to stop you at the border and do a border check, a state line check. Years ago, they used to do state line checks all the time. From Ohio to Michigan, they would have the cops sitting there all the time. You come up, they would stop you, see who you were. They wouldn't stop every car, but they'd stop, every third car, every fifth car, or any car they didn't think was, kosher. And they used to do road checks. They would stop you on the road, and they would stop every car and do a safety check. They can't do it anymore because it's against the law. But, what would stop them if they were giving up their federal rights and becoming, doing their own state rights, like you're saying there, Chris, then they'd be able to do whatever they wanted. Julie's Miracle English School. How are you doing? You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. It's been a few weeks. Well, thank you for stopping and saying hello. I appreciate it. A lot of times when they have that sovereign citizens people, they won't even talk to you unless you're a county sheriff, because that's an elected official. I see it all the time on live PD, and they think they can, drive around without a driver's license, without plate. On the car, without insurance, because it's in the back, and they wonder why they get pulled over. So, well, I'm glad you're super busy there, Julie. So, Rocky Brook, nice to have you here. Let me go get a cup of coffee. I'll talk again, talk about me when I'm gone, because I know that's how it works here. As soon as I get up and leave, y'all talk about me. So, but y'all think I can't read, so. You want to get a drink? I'll get you a drink. Go there. Throw that away.
That broke.
Just throw it away. It's a dirty cup.
Where's your seat down here?
Huh?
Where's your seat down here?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Nope. You sit upstairs?
Yeah. No, I sleep upstairs.
Yeah. Papa, don't do that too high.
No, you're not going there. You can't put it down. No.
Oh, there we go. All right. What all did you guys say about me? About that, about dog. Okay. Yes. Sure. Talk about me.
only wanted to. I did.
Yeah. Limp dog. Why do you call me limp dog? Hairballs, how you doing, Tim? Nice to have you here. Got to change the blades. You got 55 hours on. Nobody wanted to talk about me, but you did.
Well, Ron's one that said repeat after him, not dog. So I did.
Yeah. Anyways, I had to make another pot of coffee. That's what took me so long. For those that weren't here this morning, this is what I got at the thrift store yesterday. A vacuum container for your food saver. 99 cents, but it was half off, so I get 45 cents for it. And then I have 4 of these, or I had 3, now I got 4. Pretty cool. This is the cheapest one I've bought so far. It was $1.29, and I got it for half off, so 65 cents. I got 2 big ones we keep cookies in. I got another small one. I got Lifesavers candies in, and this one will probably put them, rolls of sweet tarts in them, or maybe bubble gum or something like that. Put them on the counter for the kids. So, yeah, after seeing Rosie. Yeah, at least I ain't singing.
We're not done. Are we?
Nope, it won't let me do it, Grizz. I tried and tried. It won't even accept it.
It's my drink.
It says,
Already good.
I'm getting my drink.
wrong platform, or not. It won't accept it. Wrong platform, wrong form, or something like that. Or not suitable, or something. I can't remember what it says, but I tried probably 20 times to do it, and it won't take it. I don't know if it's because of my computer and whatever, but it just wouldn't accept it. But I did save the video link that you sent me, so I can video converter. But it I don't know. "42 miles later." Wimpy dog. Wimpy, that they fit. Yeah, Jerry was in here a little bit ago. I think Jerry just comes in, says hello, and then. But yeah, I could swear Jerry was in here this morning. Maybe I might be off in the head a little bit, but I thought he was here this morning. Yeah, Jerry's Woodshop. Do you know what kind of meat priests eat on Sundays? None. Yeah. He didn't say goodbye, so he's probably still listening. You hate Jerry. I'm Jerry's Uncle Iron. If I see him, if you see him, tell him I hate him. Okay, I'll tell him. I'm having some arthritis problems. Good morning, Kim. How are you doing? Look at that. This is, see how big that finger is? This one's starting to do it, and man, does it hurt. Hurts to bend it, hurts to straighten it. Yeah, well, there he is. Jerry, Alabama Bushcrafter would like me to tell you he hates you. I've got Windows 10. You call him up just to tell him you hate him? There you go. That's funny. Maybe I'm not doing it right. Hell, I don't know, Grizz. I'm not technically savvy. It's a pain, isn't it, there, Alabama? It is a real, real pain. This was sore, but now it's really starting to hurt. So I don't know. We're having this great weather the last few days, and I don't know if it's the rain that's been doing it, but it's really, it's swelled up. It's probably, I don't know, half the size it was, or again, half the size, 1.5 times it was yesterday. And you can see it is so swelled up that it's actually got the veins pushed out to the side. So. Okay. Well, don't get rid of, or don't delete that yet, because once you do, all I got it is saved into, on mine. If you delete it, then it'll delete it out of mine too, because the video will be deleted. So as soon as I can figure out how to do it, give me a couple of days first before I, see if I can figure out how to get it done. I worked on it for about a half an hour, 45 minutes yesterday, and after a while, I just got so frustrated I quit, because if I don't, I'm going to end up punching a hole through the laptop. So. There you go, Grizzly. I sent you an invite. Oh, yeah. I hear you talking. You ain't saying nothing, but I hear you talking.
Who are you talking to?
The one that just said, who you talking to?
Well, Ron told me to do your paint somewhere else. But you said you heard all over. Shit.
And Jerry has arthritis in his brain. The Santa, yeah. I gotta find me a piece of chalk. Well, they're talking about that. It'll go viral. I'll go from 1,600 subscribers to 200,000 over the weekend. Huh? Well, thank you, Marie. I appreciate that. I really do. No, it does not say Antifa. No, it says Santa. No, I have morals there, Tim. I'm not an Antifa. I have morals, and I have a deep respect for the country. I'll pray for him too. See if he finds a place to go. All right, I'll send you an invite there, Jerry. Where the hell is Grizz at? Okay, I just sent you one there, Jerry. Check your mail. I can spell morals. Oh, morals. I can spell morals.
Morning, Keith.
Good morning, Grizz. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing quite fine.
That's good.
Just a second. Now that I got this going, I gotta open this program on up.
Light him if you got him, Grizz.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have the program, or here? Let me post it in chat again, just in case, because this is the program that I'm using. It's free, and anybody else that uses this, I gotta tell you that it does have a bunch of spyware in it. It's perfectly safe to use, but you have to watch where you click. You click on the advertisements and you're going to get all sorts of nasty stuff. It's not harmful to your computer. It will just slow your computer down. You just have to clean it up.
Right, I seen that yesterday. I didn't click on nothing, but they were popping up. So
yeah, there's all sorts of pop-ups on it, but those are unharmful. Oops, I got to bring the screen share. Let's see here.
RYAS. Let me check your channel out real quick.
Okay, what you're going to want to do here is you're downloading a file off the internet, so it makes a difference which one you're using here. This here is converting a video that you already have, so you don't want to use this one. This is an converted audio file. No, this is a URL rather. This one that you don't have. This is the one that if you have it on your computer, you would use it this way here. You don't have it on your computer. You want to get it on your computer. So what you would do is you click on this link here, the very first one. And then you're going to go to a video of whatever, say here's Ken's channel. I'm not going to download his video, but I'm going to start the process using one of his. Let's see here. I haven't seen his latest one. He released a month ago. Wow. I got to catch up on that. Looking for a short video. Well, I'll go ahead and click on that. I'm not going to actually download it. I'm going to pause that. Then we're going to click the copy and paste the link. Then we're going to go back over here to the video converter. My internet is running slow. Let me see here.
Jerry, just go to your Gmail account, and I left you Gmail there. All you gotta do, and it'll bring you right to it.
I've got really super slow internet these days. T-Mobile is screwing me over. I have really good upload, but I have horrible download.
I've got horrible download and horrible upload.
Now, in this box here, you're going to post that link that I sent you, that I give you. You're going to go actually to the video.
Okay.
You have to go to the video. You can't just copy and paste that link that I sent you. You
Right.
can't just copy and paste that link in there. You have to actually go to the video and then copy that link. Then down right underneath here where it says format, it says MP3. You want to
Right.
switch that over to MP4.
Okay.
Okay. You switch that to MP4, and then you click start.
All right.
You know, and that will download the video. Yeah, when it starts to download, I want to go ahead and I just want her for me to download it. I mean, I can cancel at any time. But when you get this little window popping up down here showing the download, oh, that's another deal. Is you have to wait till this highlights into blue to start the download.
Okay.
Blue, you click on that, and then another box picks up. When you do that, quite often this pops up, the McAfee web browser, and you know, it's don't worry about it. You know, I mean, it's at least I've never ran into any problems. Okay, now when the download happens, when it gets done downloading, I'll click show in folder so I know right where it downloaded the folder to. But that's it, pretty much it in a nutshell.
All right. Well, I thought I was doing it right, but I was copying and pasting the link that you give me to that, so I have to go to the video then, I guess.
Right, you have to actually. That was probably what you was doing wrong. You have to actually go to the video itself.
Gosh, where'd you go, Grizz? Come back, Grizz. Come back. Okay. There he is.
Oops. I was closing down Windows and I went to my extra windows that I had open. I went right to Google Hangout and closed it out.
Oh, well, you know, I closed out the box. I had you on the screen. I thought, well, I know I didn't do that. So.
No, I did it. But it's a real basic program, but you have to actually take it from the video itself, because what happens is anytime you copy and paste a link, they abbreviate it.
Right.
Copy it, and it won't work with an abbreviated link.
Okay, Bobby, I'll check. So.
And you know, I tried to do it in the sketch mode, but I think having to do it against the wall like I requested was kind of a mistake, because it made it all too light. I couldn't get it. I mean, you look too faded on out, so I went to that colored mode or whatever instead.
Okay. I just sent you a link there, Alabama, to your email that you sent me. So. Huh. Well, what is let's see.
Alabama wants you to send him an invite.
I did. Let's see what he wants us to translate into original.
Just leave it. Good job.
Huh. I don't know. I can't translate that into English. There he is. What do you say, Keith?
Hey. Hey, Keith, how you?
Not bad. How are you doing?
All right. This is for Jerry.
This is for Jerry. Hold on, man. Let me put you on the screen.
Hello, Jerry. Hello, Jerry.
You have to lift it up a little higher. There
Are
you
you
go.
telling Jerry he's number one?
I didn't think I could do this on my phone.
Yeah, you should be able to, as long as you can get it on your email.
Now this is Alabama Bushcraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, good to meet you.
You too, Grizz.
By the way, Grizz, his name is Keith too, and he spells it Keith, just like me.
K-I-E?
Keith.
See, I'm dyslexic. I've been spelling your name K-I-E-T-H.
Yeah, I know. I never said anything about it until, I thought, well, I seen that cartoon yesterday. I said, man, maybe I should spend my name.
Now I'm gonna have a hard time remembering that because I got it stuck in my head. K-I-E, and oh well.
Come here.
By the way, you can re-edit that, Keith.
What's that?
At the end, you can re-edit that out and just clip off that last little bit where I showed, Kathy as being Director of Cosmetics, and you kind of clip that off, and then put what do you want at the end of it.
No, I wouldn't do anything like that. No.
Well, that's why I made that part of it so short, is so you could.
Well, that's the thing about, everybody says, well, when you do a video, edit it, make it look professional. If I was going to do a video and make it look professional, then I'd be in Hollywood making movies,
Yeah.
Smoke another one, Grizz.
Well, every time I do a cartoon, I learn a little bit more.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. He said your finger is crooked because you sit on it all the time.
That finger right there
Yeah.
is crooked because I broke it.
Yeah. Oh, look at that one right there.
Yeah.
Well, I think what Jerry's trying to say is you broke it by sitting on it.
No, I was pulling a transmission and or not pulling it, but stabbing a transmission, and I got my finger caught in there against that bell housing, and it broke it.
Ouch. You see what Jerry posted?
When I was a kid, well, not a kid, but when I was 16, 17, 18, I used to put in transmissions in the cars, and 400 turbo trainings and stuff. I would get underneath the car, and I would reach out and grab that transmission, slide it underneath the car with me, and I'd put it on my chest, and I'd pick it up and put it in there. People couldn't believe I could do that, when I was a kid. And you pick it up and you put it in there, then you got to have you're holding it, you got it up there, you got somebody put in the bolts. But that's before we had transmission jack. And that's before we knew what was better.
I've done that, Keith, but what I also remember about doing that is holding it on up there and having that other guy telling that other guy, hurry up, get it lined up, get it in the hole, get the bolts on, hurry. There was more to it that you just did, that you left out.
Yeah, you're sitting there, you're hurrying, But manual transmissions are the easiest because once you slip them in, they'd stay there. But automatic, they sucked. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the hard part was lining them up and stabbing them.
Yeah, exactly.
I never used a transmission jack. I'm like you, Keith. I just put them on my chest and lifted them up and basically did it by myself.
Oh man, now that would be tough doing it by yourself.
Yeah, you mean they have auto coach says you mean they have well, I don't know if it's auto or not because it's showing up J for Jerry, I think. I don't know, you guys see that on yours or not?
No, all I see is Grizz and you and me.
In the chat, it's showing up as Kathy Miller is showing up as
Keith, I think this is the first time on in here. Alabama or Keith, you don't have the chat window open and you're on your cell phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not going to get chat from your cell phone, I don't believe, from YouTube. You're getting the chat from the Google Hangouts, and the YouTube chat does not go to the Google Hangouts chat. So anything that we say, if we say anything in that's a private chat that we have just amongst us. We can poke fun of anybody on in there; they'd never see it.
All right. Well, no, I can't. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What I'm talking about is over here on the live chat. Sorry about that, but over here on your live chat, it's showing RV Lucky. Hi there, y'all. It's showing. Ron is actually Marie. Kathy Miller is actually Jerry. Otto is somebody else. Kim Fife is Ron Neitzel. All the numbers. Big Steve is Jerry. All their pictures, their avatars are different on the names. Marie Kathlinger is this.
Well, Keith, being that you can't read the chat, I got to read this for you from what Jerry says. He was talking about your broken finger about sitting on it, and it says he still has finger poop on his finger. And then his last comment, he says the only thing Alabama stabbed is his butt with his finger.
Okay, Jerry, thank you.
But actually, what you say there, Grizz, what you just said, it says Alabama, or Jerry said that, but it's showing up on my chat room is Jerry's avatar, but Big Steve Entertainment said it.
Look at that ferro rod. Look at that ferro rod, Keith.
Yeah, I see that. That's pretty cool. That's the big one.
That's 1 inch. That's the largest ferro rod in the world.
There you go. Jerry made that for you?
No, Nathan did.
Okay. All right, there, Marie. You have a great day, man. We'll see you later.
Oh, Keith, I forgot to show you my new rod and reel. Look here.
Okay, open reel. That looks nice. I got, I don't know, probably 2 dozen fishing poles.
Look how big it is.
What kind is that?
It's one they make in Japan. It's a little old bitty rod and reel.
That pin fishing pole or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Here.
pretty cool.
It's not a Shimano?
No. And here's the fishing pole.
That's pretty cool.
$7.
There you go. Pocket fisherman all over again.
All the way from Japan.
Jerry's here.
Hello, everybody.
Well, good morning, Jerry.
Hello, Jerry.
That finger still got poop on it, Alabama.
Try this one.
Well, that one does too.
The question is, whose poop is on it, though?
Jerry's.
Darn you, Alabama. So Francis poop.
Big Steve says I am Big Steve. Whoever, I don't know who it is, but somebody says it's under Big Steve, but it's not his picture, his avatar. But it says, I quit counting fishing poles at 1,000. I need a 12-step program. I don't know who's got 1,000 fishing poles. But I probably got about 20 of them. I got 3 or 4 of them that are collapsible, and I like those. I bought a brand new one at a garage sale. What's that? They're for sale. That's right. All of them. Everything. Good to it for a good home. Anyways, I have some collapsible ones, and I got one I bought for $5, brand new, still in the case, and it's a Zebco, I think. 404 or something collapsible. It's a $30 fishing pole, but it never was open. I still had the plastic on it. So I thought that was a good deal.
I need to find me a good catfish pole.
Kathy says you can turn these fishing poles into catfish poles.
I caught a catfish the last time I went camping, and that thing broke my pole. The only one I had, the only catfish pole I had.
How big was the catfish?
It's about 15 pounds. I don't really know how it broke my pole. That thing's pretty good. It was a pretty good pole.
All right, there, Grizz. Yeah, it's Big Steve Entertainment, but this is Avatar. He says he's jumping back into the chat because it's working better for him than with Buckland. Anyways.
Hey, Jerry.
There you go, Alabama. I got 2 of these.
Hey, Jerry.
Yeah.
Look.
I can't see. Hold it up a little more. Oh yeah, I saw that on that picture you sent me.
That's a nice knife.
It is a very nice knife.
You can use that for a chisel.
That's that new Scorpion from the Pathfinder store.
You can dig that hemorrhoid out with that thing.
As thick as that blade is, yeah.
Yeah, it's an eighth of an inch thick.
Now, how do you go catfishing there, Jerry?
What do you mean how I go catfishing? You mean the bait or what do I use?
Yeah.
I use chicken livers or I'll catch a few bluegills and use live bait. Dough balls.
What I usually use is just worms. That's how I go fishing most of the time when I do go fishing. But I would we go river fishing for catfish, and I just send the hook down the stream, and I put a bobber on it just enough to where it keeps it off the ground, off the floor of the river. And we, this river we go to, you can go catfish in an hour's time. You can have 20 catfish sitting in your bucket. Every time you cast it out, you'll get a catfish.
Everybody around here likes the catfish, so it's pretty hard to catch catfish. But there's plenty of trout and bass.
Right.
I usually don't even catfish with the pole. I use bank line. I like using bank line for just about everything.
I noodle.
I put a couple hooks on about a 20-foot piece of bank line. I'll toss it out and tie one end off. And just wait.
I've never noodled, but I've seen it done, and I think that's pretty cool, man. But it'd be my luck. I'd reach in there, and it wouldn't be a catfish. It's something, be a gar pike or something like that. And go ahead and just take my arm off.
Be a big turtle, big old mud turtle.
Kevin, my brother.
Hey, Jerry, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Jerry, you remember that tattoo I was telling you about?
Yeah. Lord, Alabama, you ain't right, buddy.
And I'm married to a black woman.
Yeah. You lucky she ain't whooped your ass yet. But
I am.
Sorry, Iron Dog.
She's a preacher even.
Yeah, that's what he said. Trying my best not to cuss or anything.
That's
it's
okay.
really hard to do.
I know it. Grizz goes. He uses for them four-legged catfish. There you go. Grizz uses mice to go trolling for those four-legged catfish.
There's an old fella I used to know. When he'd go catfishing, he'd holler out, "Here, kitty, kitty." He'd do that about every hour. About every hour, he'd holler, "Hey, kitty, kitty," or "Here, kitty, kitty." He never did catch anything. I don't ever remember him catching nothing.
You ever had carp?
Carp? I've never ate carp. I've caught carp.
You never ate it?
No, I've never ate it.
Carp is actually really, really good if you clean it right.
I've never ate the bass either.
I don't eat turds, so I certainly don't eat carp.
Well, do you eat lobster?
Of course I do.
Well, the lobster is a cockroach of the sea. They're the same thing as a carp. They bottom feed. A carp. First time I ever had carp is her grandmother, my wife's grandmother. My brother-in-law caught one. He caught a 54-inch carp. Yes, your grandma did too, Fix It. Yes, she did. Your brother caught it, and your uncle cleaned it, and your grandma, she cooked it. She floured it and cooked it in Crisco butter, the large, and man, that was a damn good tasting fish. So, it just depends on how you season it. She soaked it in salt water for 24 hours, and it was good actually. So.
My favorite is catfish and then crappie.
Crappie. I like catfish and trout. That's my two favorite. First time I've ever tried crawfish, I was down Alabama's way in Louisiana. Which I'll be back down that way sometime next month. I just don't know when.
I'm going to be down that way next month.
Next month? Either this evening or in the morning. I'm heading out. I live in West Virginia, and we're heading over to Arizona. we got a big job there. I don't know how long we're going to be there, but as soon as we leave from there, we're going back to Louisiana.
What do you do for a living?
I install lighting, electrician,
For who?
for just a guy I know down here.
Oh, okay.
There's a company called Highlight in North Carolina that we contract from. We just travel all over.
My wife used to live in North Carolina. Well, no, I thought you was working for maybe like the Dollar Generals or something like that. A friend of my son's, they go. He travels all over the United States, going from one General Dollar to another. And what they do is they go in and they clean out the store, they reset the shelves, they put in all new lighting, and then they go to the next store. You know, so I thought that's who you work for, or something like that.
No, we just got finished redoing a lot of the Kroger stores and a lot of the Dollar Trees.
I'm gonna try to not go visiting everywhere.
Well, I'm not.
What makes you so special?
I'm not.
I can't even get out of bed, you moron.
You can come with me.
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to be in public. With you.
Well, you love to see one Alabama.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can see me on there. I ain't going nowhere with you.
Oh, you ain't going nowhere with me.
I want nobody to know that I'm with you.
I'm gonna give me a great big old magnet and put it on the side of the car. This is my wife. Little picture of me on it. That way,
I don't
everybody
have
can.
it up to date.
Yeah, I have to. You know, the only thing is that I can't get a picture of her half the time. If I ever, if something ever happened to her, I'd have to describe her to the cops because I don't even have a picture of her. Yeah, I have to go.
Hey, Keith.
Yeah.
Keith, do you know why husbands die before their wives do?
Why?
Because we want to.
No, that's not true. That's not true. You've been drinking me off for a long time. No, that's not true.
By the way, you're looking lovely as ever, honey.
Don't worry about it. I'm going out.
You smell good. What do you got on?
None of your business. It's for my new man.
It's really well. Hopefully, he likes it just as much as I do.
You don't even know anything about me.
Garage sale at Dog's House next month.
Hey,
You know,
Hey, Keith, do they have strip joints up there in Michigan?
there's a lot of strip joints up in Detroit and stuff. Not so much. There's none around here where we
in
live,
Ohio,
and in Toledo and stuff like that they do, but not here where I live. A bunch of people that don't want them. They used to have one, but it caught on fire. Come to find out that the guy that owned the place burned it down. So.
When you come down to visit, we're gonna have to go spend the night at one.
Yeah.
Bless your heart.
Yeah. I ain't so much into that, but
Go ahead, take him to it. You can take him to it.
isn't she
I'm all
lovely?
for that.
Isn't she lovely?
Uh-oh, Alabama, you gonna get Uncle Larry's butt kicked.
You can, really. Hell, that'd be some excitement for him.
Junkyard, I wouldn't miss this for anything.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was sitting right there.
What's that?
I didn't know you were sitting right there.
Hey, bless your heart. Have at it. While he's gone, I'll be having my fun.
Could be having a garage sale.
Yep.
My wife would lay hands on me if she caught me at a strip joint.
Oh, I encourage him to go.
I'm not going to a strip joint.
I've never been to a strip joint. I'd like to go.
Oh, good God.
I'll take you to one, Jerry.
Your money.
I'll start saving my dollar bills, Alabama.
There you go.
A friend of mine, this is no lie, a friend of ours, they went to the bank and they got, stacks of $100 bills. They took them home and they got a 2x4 or two 2x4s, and they put the $100 bills in between the the dollar bills in between the 2x4s, and they clamped them together so they made them nice and tight. Then they bought that pink glue and they glued one edge of it. So you remember the old paper you used to get and you peel off the glued in, you know, when you was a kid, that writing paper. Well, that's what they did with us. And then they took these to the strip joint. They'd have stacks of these, $100 worth of dollar bills. And the strippers would come up and they'd peel one off and they'd look at him like, "What are you doing?" And they said, "Well, I ain't thinking, that's no good." He said, "Oh, you don't want that one? Well, here's another one, and he'd throw another one out. Finally, they started realizing, it was real money. They were, they had them glued together. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I know Junkyard or Bobby. He's going to put a for sale sign on my stuff. I'm going to have to put a lock on the garage door so she can't get it open.
Uncle Ira just going to have to stay with you, Alabama.
Yeah.
I told him he could.
You have to have that trailer to haul his stuff with.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Hey, when you come down, I don't expect you to stay in a hotel. I expect you to come stay with me, Iron.
All right.
But he's gonna try to put you in the bed with him too, Uncle Iron. You better watch out.
Well, I think Ron's gonna come down with me, so travel with. So got room for two.
Alabama likes to spoon.
What's that?
Alabama likes to spoon.
Yeah, I got room.
Okay. Alabama likes to spoon. Well, I ain't spooning with nobody.
That room he's talking about got a lock on it, and it locks from the outside.
A lock on the outside.
Yeah.
Let me out. Let me out. The other night, we were in the bedroom, kicking and scratching and, banging on the door. Finally, I had to get up and unlock it and let her out. Oh, God. Here it comes. Owie.
Yes.
See? Guy running for governor here, his name Stitt. Guy running against him in the commercial building is called Butt. Or Bull. Oh, Bull Stitt. Okay. Where's that at there, Hal Kitten? Are you froze up there, Jerry, or Alabama?
I guess I did. I was saying that Jerry has a pretty wife. So do you, Keith.
Well, thank you. She is pretty white. And you are a pretty wife. I haven't seen, I've seen yours.
That's why I don't know where with you.
I've seen your wife that I didn't actually watch the video yet. I've seen just the thumbnail of the video of your wife doing service. But it wasn't.
Yeah, that was my wife's first wedding ceremony as a preacher.
Yeah, I haven't watched the video yet, but I have to watch that.
You got a new video, Alabama? I ain't seen it either.
Oh, that was
that video that was done a while back.
We had a raccoon coming on the porch here and tearing out our trash, and I caught it in a live trap. And my wife, she didn't want me to kill it because of those damn videos that Alabama puts on there. She wanted to try to raise it as a pet.
Huh.
I tried to feed that little sucker, and it tried to bite my finger off.
Hey, honestly, about 15 years ago, I was up in a small town north of here, Manchester, Michigan, and I picked up a garbage dumpster, and a rear load garbage dumpster where you got to pick, you got to get out and hook onto it with a cable and everything. and I was picking it up and dumping it, and I seen a hole underneath where it was sitting, and it was moving.
Now, Uncle Iron froze up, didn't he?
Yep.
So I looked, and out come this little ways. It was a little possum, and it walked right up my pant leg and started climbing up me. So I grabbed it, and I held it. This little thing was probably, I don't know, 3-4 weeks old. And I took it over and put it next to a tree, which was out of the driveway, because I figured it was going to get hit. And I turned around, come back to the garbage can, and here it comes walking right back at me.
Well, if I could catch a small one, I would probably try to raise it. But these bigger ones here, I don't know about anywhere else, but here in West Virginia, they some mean suckers. They really mean.
You got to get a baby, that way you can teach it when you're young. My mom and dad had a raccoon. They called it Ricky, and according to the vet, when they take it to the vet, it was a cat, because the vet couldn't treat a raccoon, but he could treat a cat, or she could treat a cat. But that thing weighed over 120 pounds when it was fully grown. It was so fat that its belly would rub the ground when it was walking.
Well, I've been raising. I raised Frances, my little pet raccoon that I feed my videos. I raised her from the time she was a baby.
Alabama said its name used to be Frank.
Yeah, it was Frank, the crippled raccoon, until I seen she had tits, and then I changed it to Frances.
Francis, there you go. Yeah, it's too late for me to grow up now.
But I've been feeding her for about 5 years.
Now, does she live out in the wild?
Yeah.
So she just comes up here and you feed her? I seen a video.
Yeah, she comes about 3 times a day, and I feed her.
That's good. I seen a video yesterday of a guy. They put cotton candy out on a rock because a raccoon washes everything they eat. So they put cotton candy on a rock to watch this raccoon wash it. Sure, the raccoon's searching all over hell for this cotton candy. It's gone.
Do you know why they wet their food, Keith?
Because they clean it.
No. That's not why they do that. The reason they do that is because they have no glands in their mouth to moisten their mouth. They can't create saliva, so they wet their food in order for them to make it easier to swallow.
Huh. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm a Toys R Us kid there, Grizz. I don't want to grow up. Anyways, my mom and dad had 2 pet skunks too. They were brown skunks, and they were desensitized or scented or whatever. One of them didn't like me. The other one didn't care, but one of them didn't like me. Every time I'd go to their house, it'd sit there and hiss at me and start stomping. So, after a couple of times going there and it doing it to me, I decided I'd chase that little bugger around the house, and they'd come at me, I'd start shaking at it, and stomping on the ground and chasing it around. And we had a mutual understanding. He hated me and I didn't like him either.
Probably what it was your white beard. Hey, Jerry's got a little coochie.
Yeah. Yeah, kitty, 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 kitty. Where's Grizz at?
Meow. Meow.
All right, get the hell off me, cat. So cat sheds real bad.
I gotta get down and see, or get over to my brother's house and see we had a cat, and it was a Mancoon cat or whatever. And it didn't like me. For some reason, it just did not like me, but it loved my brother. So my brother, he took it home. And his name's Bear, meanest cat alive. He tear me up every day. I was on warfare, blood thinners. I breathed like a stuck hog every day. But my brother took him. And he said, man, it's the most loving cat you ever see. He climbed up on my lap and he'll lay right there on my chest. His first head underneath me. I said, well, lots of luck, because all he ever wanted to do with me was bite me in the front. Well,
Hey, Jerry. Jerry,
Yeah.
did you ever get you a good bag for your wife?
Kim Kingsbury sent in one, Alabama. He offered to send me one. He said he's got two of them, man. And he don't even use it. He don't use either one. So he's going to send me a medium sized one for her.
Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you. Get that medium 3-day assault pack like I got, and you can get them for about $30 off eBay, and they're great. They have a sternum strap, they have a waist belt, and they're a 3-day assault pack, medium size, genuine military issue.
Well, the one he's sending, it looks pretty good. I mean, it's good enough for her.
you guys want to see something real quick? Watch it.
Sure.
I'll show you something. Go. Look at this. You see right here? It says Alabama Bushcrafter, but see my name right there is me and my wife. Then right there it says Marie Kaplinger. Then right there is Hell Kitten, and it says Junkyard, and that is COT, and it says Jewish Redneck Preppers. Riz is right there under Jerry. I can't refresh it. If I refresh it, then I have to stop everything. So. But isn't that funny how that stuff happens here? You
Yep.
okay?
Well, I've never seen that happen before, Uncle Iron.
Yeah. Uncle Iron.
Uncle Iron.
That's a safety tip from your Uncle Iron. It is.
And Jerry, you can just call me Sweet Bone.
I ain't calling you at all, Alabama. Hey, check it out, Alabama. That's what you need right here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't need that. I need the other half. The other half you put in the freezer.
Yeah, the other
I
half's
need the
best.
meat that comes with it.
Yeah.
I like to can the meat. Y'all ever tried to can or tried to pressure canning the deer meat?
Never have, but I pressure canned bacon before.
Never knowed you could do that.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you know what you do, Jerry? You go to the store and you buy them bacon ends and pieces. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. I know what you're talking about.
You got great big boxes of them. You can buy bacon ends and pieces. You put them in a 1 pint jar, and just like you're going to can anything else, wipe the lid. But people use regular bacon and they wrap it in parchment and all this other stuff while they can it. And then that's just a lot of work. So you take bacon ends and pieces and shove them in that can, stick them down in there, and fill it up, put the lid and ring on it, and can it. And then when it's done, after it cools down, you're going to have, it looks like bacon grease in there, but it's still bacon in bacon grease.
Mm.
When you're done, when you need it, you just open it up. Take a spatula or a wooden spoon or something, scoop it all out into a frying pan, scramble it up. To me, it doesn't matter if I have strips of bacon or scrambled bacon. Bacon is bacon to me. I'll throw bacon on top of eggs. If I have bacon strips and I want bacon and eggs, I'll bust up the bacon and put it on the eggs, so it doesn't matter to me. That's the easiest way to do it. If you can buy bacon ends and strips up here, bacon ends and pieces up here, you can get like a 10-pound box for $20. So I'm gonna end up buying another big box of it, and I'm gonna do a video this summer of how to can bacon again.
Well, me and my father-in-law,
I
we're
love
raising some
bacon.
hogs. We're raising some hogs above his house. They should be about ready to cut up. I like the fresh bacon. I like sausage too. Have you ever tried the canned sausage, Uncle Iron? It tastes like, I've tried it. It tastes like hamburger meat after it's canned. It's nasty. I don't like it.
Did you can it? any water or anything?
Well, I didn't do it. I watched my father-in-law do it. He's the one that had showed me how to. I never knew that you could can pretty much anything.
Yeah, you can can it. What you want to do with sausage is you want to fry it up first. Same way with hamburger. You want to fry it up first, and then put it in your jar, and then add. For hamburger, you want to add beef bouillon broth, and for sausage, you don't want to add pork broth to it. You can buy pork broth, but you want to put in some extra spices in there to keep the spice out of the sausage up. But then you can it that way. That's how I would do it, at least. So.
Only thing I ever can, I can some vegetables and deer meat. Well, and salsa. I like making my own salsa.
I made salsa. I've canned green tomatoes. I dill green tomatoes. So you take aroma tomatoes, and you get them while they're still small, so they look like pickles, and you throw them in. You take the core out of them or whatever. You don't even have to take the core out; just make sure the stem's off it. Throw them in, your jar and can them. Dill can them. So I've done sauerkraut, peaches, grapes, bacon, green beans, carrots. Plus, I got 3 dehydrators. I can dehydrate and all that other good stuff.
Oh yeah, I like dehydrators too. The 2 things I really only do with my deer is I'll can it and make jerky.
I've got some jerky guns too, if you haven't noticed.
You have jerky videos? Is that what you said?
No, I got jerky guns. I got 3 jerky guns sitting within 3 pigeon minutes on a chair right here. I still got to take care of them. Plus, I got 3 out in the garage.
Oh yeah, I've never tried those. I just cut my meat up. I don't grind it up.
Well, these you grind it up, put them in a jerky gun, and then squeeze them out, and they'll do a flat ribbon, or they'll do a round roll, and you just dehydrate them or put them in the oven.
I don't know if I've ever even ate jerky like that. Is it more tender or something?
I had some before, and it wasn't bad. I mean, I've never made it, but I want to make it. I've got a smoker that I want to smoke some on too.
What are you playing with, Alabama?
Oh, my one-handed trekker.
I've got 5 pork butts out there in the.
Better not tell Alabama that. He'll try to put his finger in there.
Hey, the best sausage you can get is called Conecuh sausage. It's made right here in Alabama, up in Conecuh County. Look it up on the internet. That is the best sausage you will ever put in your mouth.
Alabama likes putting stuff in his mouth too, in case you didn't know. That cat, goddamn cat. Darn, I mean, my cat climbs the walls, everybody. It literally climbs the walls.
I know I've seen these people that have cat runs all the way around the ceilings in their houses. They've got a shelf that the cat can run around up there. Man,
Right,
you must really have to do that to your house.
This is the doorway to just my little junk room. I don't know if you can see this, but all the way up here, right beside my face, is cat scratches. All the way down. Ain't that some crap? This sucker will climb the freaking wall. I walked out in my bedroom one morning and looked at my cat face to face.
Did he say, "Do you have a problem?"
Yeah, really.
Because you're never going to win with a cat.
I was thinking about treating it like a raccoon, Alabama, and just taking it out and shooting it, skin it.
As long as it ain't Francis.
Here's a can of deer meat, Uncle Iron. It looks like crap, but it tastes really good. I think after we talked about it, I might make some today.
There you go.
When you send me my package, send me that can of deer meat.
I'll send you a can of deer meat if you want it. It'd still be
I love
good.
deer meat. I like making deer sausage.
I just go.
You know what I found to be the best? You know what I found to be the best striker in the world for a ferro rod, Jerry?
I don't know.
Is this half a piece of scissor right here? This half a scissor?
Well, I bet it would be because it's got a nice.
This is
edge.
the best. Yeah, that is the best damn striker you can ever use on a ferro rod.
You know, you can use pretty much anything you want to strike a ferro rod, as long as it's got a semi-sharp edge.
That makes a hell of a pick sticker too, there, Alabama.
You can even cut them.
Yeah, I
dingleberries.
normally use it to cut the dingleberries with.
Alabama likes to save his dingleberries. He got a jar. He cans them.
Yeah, I can dingleberries and send them to Jerry upon request.
Upon request.
Well, you do know I got a testicle festival video out there.
Yeah, I saw that. I watched it.
Yep, they have it every year. So,
And that looked so good. I wish I could have been there because I love mountain oysters. I love them.
He just likes to hold them in his mouth, though.
Well, what I do is I like to put them in the refrigerator, when I'm prepping them and get them cold. And that way they're very easy to slice when they get cold. So you can slice them real thin and then you batter them up and then fry them. And, man, them things are good.
I never tried them, and I don't think I could force myself to eat any of them. But I don't, I don't know. It's just I'm just silly that way, I guess. But
Well, I would never try them either, Iron Dog. When I field dressing a buck and I get down to its private areas, I feel horrible.
you cut clear around it, don't you?
Yeah, I don't want to go nowhere near it.
Yeah. I feel sorry for them too, Every time I sit down on them, on mine, I feel sorry for anybody that's got that problem. Yeah, she said nobody wants to eat mine, I can tell you that.
Alabama's got to take a leak just to wet his.
I just every time I get ready to sit down, I just throw mine over my shoulder and sit down so I don't sit on them.
Hey, y'all, I'm going to go. I've got to get some stuff together.
All right, man.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, I got to get out. I got to get out of here too.
Yeah, I'm going to close out here in 10 minutes or 10 o'clock too. So I've been on here for 3.5 hours already. How you doing, Art? Nice to have you here, man. There's a reason why they call them knee knockers there, Alabama.
Yeah, I know. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah. So.
Hello.
Greta says, I hate it when I stub my toe on my testicles.
Yeah, when you get old, that's the hard part, man.
That's right. Whatever you do, don't ever sit down on the toilet and flush while you're still sitting. That could be a problem.
Oh yeah, it creates a vapor lock.
It goes up in the trap and you're screwed. Oh.
Hey, do you know why do you know why men snore when they sleep?
That's because it comes down and hits the flap of their butt.
Yeah, it creates a vapor lock. They fall down over their butthole and creates a vapor lock.
Yeah. That's funny.
I'm gonna get out of here, dog. I gotta walk my dog and feed my raccoon.
All right, man. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for the invite, brother. I appreciate it.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, we'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right. You have a great one. Grizz, are you still in the are you still on the Hangouts or what? Because it's still showing your picture here. I don't know if you come out of the Hangouts or not. There you are.
Yeah, I'm still here. I mean, that's worked so much better. I mean, if I'm just watching live chat, I'd probably if I was watching on YouTube, I'd be 10 minutes behind by now.
Right.
And this here keeps me live, no problem, because I have the great upload speed, and on the Google Hangouts it takes very little download speed to get it to video on in here. But if it goes through YouTube, then it's transferred into MP4, which takes that much more to download it.
Anyways, on that video, don't delete that for a couple of days until I finally get it downloaded or whatever.
Yeah, I'll wait until you tell me that you're done with it, and then I'm still not going to delete it. I'm just going to put it completely to private. It's
okay. Well, hell, you might as well put it up and get some money off it.
No, I did that for you. I want you to get that. I mean, I'll just have it there for my reference at a later date if I ever want to review it. I mean, I use it for I go back on my videos, whether I released them or not, and I use them to look and see how can I make it better next time I do something like this. Right. But I can kind of review and stuff. I'm still not any good at figuring out how to make things better, but that's what I try to do.
That's why I don't even do any editing anymore, because, if I was going to edit the video to make it look like Hollywood production, I'd be in Hollywood doing it. So.
Oh yeah, I'm not trying to do Hollywood production. When I talk about making things better, I'm talking about making things my idea better, not what people out there's idea better, because I could care less, on what other people's opinions are. But right. I just look at what can I do better for me.
Yeah, make it easier on yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I was trying to, if I was really trying to grow my channel and do, I do so many things so much differently than what I do. For one thing is, I know right now that if I just did a whole lot more sawmill videos, my channel would blow up. I mean, on my sawmill videos, I get tons of views on it.
Right.
But I don't want to be just a sawmill channel.
Right. I got a small saw or bandsaw in the shed out there. And it's not very big. The wheels are only like 10-inch wheels on, and that's what I basically am going to base my bandsaw on. Is I'm going to make a small, I want to make a small sawmill. That's why I got the framework, the bed frames and stuff. Something that I can, 18 or 20-inch log on, and start cutting 2-inch slabs. I don't want, I'm not looking to cut a 36-inch log or whatever. So.
Right. The only thing that I could say on that, the bigger the wheel, and I agree with you. Most of all, you're probably only going to cut 2x4s or 2x6s. Just 2x. You're not going to be cutting beams and stuff. No. But the bigger the wheel, you think about the band, the blade or whatever, the band. The bigger the wheel, the less flex the blade is being forced to bend.
Right.
So your blades do last and do better, by having a bigger wheel. But outside of that, even a 6-inch wheel would be fine. Right. But it's just you're not bending the blade as much when it goes around the wheel.
Right. So, These are, I think these have got 10-inch wheels on them. I bought this at a garage sale for $15. Little 110 bandsaw table, lay down bandsaw. And I thought, for $15, that was pretty cheap. And I bought that about 10 years ago.
Have you thought about taking a little table saw and make a swing mill blade out of it?
I've seen that. There's one guy that doesn't make videos anymore did that. He finally made it rich because he made that. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, but he lived in the woods or whatever, and he had to walk a mile to his property uphill, and he made a robot, a six-legged robot toy, and he sold it to Mattel. And he got enough money to where him and his wife, or girlfriend or whatever, bought some property down in Jamaica or whatever, and that's where he lives now.
Oh wow! No, I don't know who that is.
I think he might be able to still see it. I don't know if he took his YouTube channel down or not, but he made a swing blade sawmill.
Uh-huh.
And then he took he had a Quonset hut, and he went to this place that does meat packing and stuff, and he said, "Hey, when you get all these meat coolers and stuff in here, I'll take all that styrofoam." And he brought in trailer fulls of styrofoam, and he insulated that whole damn thing with styrofoam coolers. He cut them apart and pieced them all together. So,
yeah, that's a great idea for up in Alaska because they ain't got the ants like the carpenter ants like what we got around here. But you wouldn't want. I've tried the styrofoam insulation in my walls here in my trailer because I just glued it and stuck it on in there. I'll tell you what, the carpenter ants here love styrofoam. I mean, they chew that. I find styrofoam all over the place where they chewed it up.
And styrofoam really is not that good of an insulator either. According to, what is it, an R12 or something, R6, it's not that great of an insulator unless you get it, you got to get 6-8 inches of it, and then it starts to become great.
Yeah, well, it was, back in the day. Okay, I don't remember what the numbers are, so I'm just going to throw some numbers out, but they're not accurate. Don't quote me on this. But back in the day, back in the 70s, your fiberglass insulation was like an R value of like 0.75 per inch, or something like that. Or no, it was like 2.5 per inch. And styrofoam was just a little bit higher. So back in the day, it was a better insulator than the fiberglass. But now they've got the fiberglass where it's a little bit better than the styrofoam.
A lot of them are 19 now, So
yeah, well, it's R19 was the basics for a 2x6 wall. R5, or it was R11 for a 2x4 wall, and now it's R15 for a 2x4 wall. Whereas if you use styrofoam, it would be like an R13, something like that.
Right. Now, there was a place down here in one of the cities right next to us, or villages down here. It's called Riverbend Timbers. And what they do is they make paneled walls for log houses. And they buy plywood, 8 foot by 24 foot. I didn't know you could buy it 24-foot lengths, but they buy it 8 foot by 24-foot lengths. And then they put styrofoam in between two panels or two sheets of it, and they make walls with it. And you don't need studs.
Right.
They glue this stuff all together, man, and it's just as strong as anything else. And what they'll do is they'll put a 4-inch gap or whatever it is in between, every so often, and then they'll shove a 4x4 in there for stability. And then at the bottom, there's a 2x6 plate or whatever, 2x4 plate that sits down there, and then you put at the top is a 2x4 plate that you put at the top, and that gives you your stability for the whole wall.
What I've seen and I've used on some places, very rarely have I used this, but what they had here was a 4x8 panel similar to what you're talking about, and they only have a stud every 4 foot. Right. But basically, your 4x8 panel, it has the insulation glued inside, and they have a 2x6 top and bottom. It was for a 6-inch wall. They'd have 6 inches of insulation, then you'd have a 2x6 glued inside at the top and a 2x6 glued at the bottom, and it would stick out like 3 inches. And this side here doesn't have a stud or anything, so it's like they would interlock that way. But so the plywood, you still get your perimeter nailing for your plywood for shear, The insulation was glued on the outside of it, and you just start stabbing those together, you know, and you can make the wall as long as you can. But yeah, the way that plywood is made, it's made in a big long sheets.
Oh yeah.
They cut it to the lengths.
Well, I bought plywood or OSB from them, and when I bought it from them, that was their cutoffs, and their cutoffs were 47 and almost 48 inches. It was just like a quarter inch off, and then and it was a quarter inch. It was 7'11" and 3/4 or something like that. But I got them sheets at 70 cents a sheet, and I would buy them at 500 sheets at a time. And and it was a half-inch OSB, and I bought enough to completely resheet my house, the roof. And what I did is I actually had them double sheeted. I had them put the OSB on one way, then had them turn it the other way going up, so it had 2 sheets of OSB on it. And then the garage had 2 sheets on the roof, and they had 2 sheets on the walls. And then the floor, the second floor in the garage had 2 sheets on it. And like $300 or something like that for 500 sheets. That was cheap. Yeah,
you can't beat that. I bought those are considered rejects because they were cut too small. Usually the OSB they cut them like 47 and 15/16. They're not 4 foot actually, and they're 95 and 15/16 or something like that long. They make them a little smaller because when they get wet they will expand. So they want to space apart. But they had those cut too small. I used to get CDX that way, but it wasn't the CDX that I was getting wasn't because it was small. It was because the ends were cut out of square. And so you can still sheet a roof or a wall with it as long as you turned it all the way. But if you turned one sheet, turned it, had one sheet backwards, you have the top would be butted tight and you'd have like a 1 inch gap at the bottom. But if you turned both the same way, they'd still fit tight. They worked great. Right.
Now, what these were is I bought those from that Riverbed Timbers, and what they were is cutoffs. They would cut off, make a giant wall, and then they would cut off that, 4 foot or whatever if they were making 20-foot walls, and that's what these were all cutoffs. And they would cut off 500-600 panels every day, or sheets every day.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those were just cutoffs. They were leftovers. So what was left over from a wall, and it was only a half inch they cut off. Wow.
Oh yeah. So, all right, everybody. I'm going to call it a day. It's 10:06. I got to get some stuff done, but I appreciate you being here, Grizz. I really do. What? She says, "Quit lying to the people." I do got to get stuff done. I got to go to the Goodwill.
Your recliner calling you?
Nope, I got to go to the Goodwill. I got to get something special.
Yeah.
I think what you need to buy is a hard hat.
Now see if they have them there.
Buy a hard hat.
Yeah, that and shoulder pads.
Oh,
Try to down there crippled up on this thing. She said, why is that?
You did.
I get everything I deserve, she says.
Yeah. If they only knew off the computer. Oh my God.
Yeah, they know who I am.
Yeah.
I'm a sweet gentle guy.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I am.
Your recliner. I shut the door on you.
Last night I actually slept a lot. I wasn't feeling good yesterday, and I was sweating and everything else. I had the cold chills, and I put a blanket on because I was freezing today.
That was just to get out of doing anything.
No, I was sick yesterday, honestly.
You're sick every day. I'm sick.
Come here, I'll show you how sick I am.
I'm sick looking at you.
Come here, I'll show you.
Why don't you try that? Show me how it works out for you.
Yeah, it probably won't work out for me.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all trying to get my ass kicked again, ain't you?
But what was that one on that I Love Lucy, or one of those that was that To the Moon?
The honeymooners.
The honeymooners. Instead of the husband saying to the moon, it's going to be Kathy saying to the moon, Keith. To the moon.
One of these days, Keithy, right to the moon. All right, y'all have a great day. God bless. take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. I appreciate you being here, Grizz. I appreciate Alabama Bushcrafter and Jerry for showing up. I appreciate y'all. Thank you all for being here. I really do enjoy you guys coming here and spending, sharing some time with me. It is fun. I do have a good time. We will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, all.